Create 3 new folders inside your Obsidian vault by right-clicking in the File Explorer sidebar and selecting New Folder. Name them Planning, Production, and Archive. This 3-folder structure forms the entire backbone of your editorial calendar, separating your content workflow into clear stages, future ideas, active work, and completed publications. If you find this approach helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's build your content management system from the ground up. Start inside the Planning folder, which is where every piece of content begins its life. Create a new note and name it Editorial Ideas. This note becomes your central repository for every topic, concept, or campaign you might want to pursue. Give it a clear structure by adding a top-level heading for content ideas and leaving a bullet point or a blank line beneath it. Below that, add a section for topic details with placeholders for title, category, target audience, and purpose. Finally, include a quick status field set to idea and a priority field where you can mark high, medium, or low. The real value here is that you never lose a good idea again. You can capture it the moment it strikes, without worrying about whether you'll remember it later. A common mistake is to skip this step and try to plan directly in a calendar, which often leads to forgotten concepts or rushed scheduling. Now move to the Production folder, which represents your active workspace. Create a new note inside it and name it Editorial Calendar. This is your main dashboard, so give it a table with columns for date, title, category, and status. You can create a table in Obsidian by typing a pipe symbol followed by dashes and more pipes. The software will automatically format it. Below the table, add sections for upcoming content and in progress. Then include a content details area with fields for author, deadline, publish date, status, and notes. This note serves as your command center. Every time you open it, you know exactly what needs attention, what's coming next, and what's currently being worked on. Avoid the temptation to add too many columns up front. Start simple and expand only as your workflow demands it. Understanding where each piece of content sits in your workflow is crucial. Use clear sequential statuses: idea, planning, drafting, editing, review, published. When you first capture a concept in the Editorial Ideas note, its status is idea. Once you decide to develop it, you move it into the Editorial Calendar note and update the status to planning. As you write, it becomes drafting, then editing, then review for final checks, and finally published. This linear progression gives you instant visibility into your pipeline. If you ever wonder why something is stuck, the status tells you immediately. A common pitfall is using vague labels like in progress or almost done. These obscure the actual bottleneck. Be precise and you'll quickly spot where your workflow slows down. Next, build your archive folder by creating a note named Published Archive. This note should have a table with columns for date, title, category, and link, especially useful if you publish on multiple platforms. Below the table, add a content history section and a performance notes section where you can jot down engagement metrics or lessons learned. Archiving might feel like an afterthought, but it's one of the most valuable parts of the system. When you're planning future content, you can scan your published archive to see what worked, what topics you've already covered, and what gaps exist. Without an archive, you risk repeating yourself or losing track of your most successful pieces. Now connect these notes using Obsidian's internal linking feature. Inside your Editorial Ideas note, type double square brackets around the word Editorial Calendar to create a link. Do the same inside the Editorial Calendar note to link to the published archive. This creates a navigable chain. You can click from an idea to your calendar to your archive. The beauty of this system is that it mirrors your actual workflow. You can follow the journey of any piece of content from conception through publication and beyond. If you ever need to find research notes related to a published article, you can add a link from the published archive back to your original notes, creating a rich web of connected information. Add properties to your notes for better filtering and organization. Properties are metadata fields you add at the top of a note between triple dashes. For any content entry in your editorial calendar, include properties like content type, category, status, deadline, publish date, and writer. Properties make it easy to search for all content of a certain type or status using Obsidian's built-in query features. You can even create a data view query later if you want an automatically updating dashboard. For now, just get comfortable adding a few properties to each note. A frequent mistake is to add too many properties at once, which becomes tedious to maintain. Start with the 5 most critical ones and add more only when you genuinely need them. Tags offer another layer of organization. Within your notes, add tags like #article, #newsletter, #blog, #video, #research, or #marketing. Tags work differently than folders. They cut across your entire vault, letting you gather related content regardless of which folder it lives in. For example, if you tag everything related to a specific campaign with #summer 2026, you can click that tag to see all ideas, drafts, and published pieces in one view. This is especially powerful when you're planning a content series or revisiting a theme you covered months ago. With the structure in place, establish a weekly workflow. Collect ideas by dropping them into the planning folder's editorial ideas note. When you're ready to commit to a topic, schedule it by transferring the details into the production folder's editorial calendar note, assigning a deadline and publish date. As you work, update the status field to reflect current progress. Once a piece is published, move its record into the archive folder's published archive note, including the final publication date and any links. This consistent cycle keeps your editorial calendar clean and actionable. If you skip the archive step, your production folder quickly becomes cluttered with finished work, making it harder to see what's actually active. The key benefit of this system is that it grows with you. You start with just 3 folders and 3 notes, but as your content operation expands, you can add subfolders for different content types, create templates for recurring pieces like weekly newsletters, or install plugins like DataView to generate automatic reports. The foundation, however, remains the same. Separate your workflow into idea capture, active production, and historical archive. This mirrors how professional editorial teams operate, but in a lightweight personal system that you own completely. Keep your editorial calendar simple at first. A system you actually use is infinitely more valuable than a complex one you abandon. Review your calendar weekly, update statuses, and never let your ideas pile up without triaging them. If you found this walkthrough useful, save this video or bookmark it so you can revisit these steps as you build out your own publishing workflow.